How are you?
I'm fine. 2 words, the most common lie women tell. You're not fine. You're exhausted. You're overwhelmed. You're drowning. But the smile stays on because asking for help feels like failure, because showing struggle feels like weakness, because somewhere along the way, you learned that your feelings were an inconvenience. And here's what no one tells you. This silence is making you sick. You're the one everyone leans on, the strong one, the one who handles it. Someone asks how you're doing? I'm fine. Your partner asks what's wrong? Nothing, I'm just tired. You cry in the shower so no one hears. You break down in your car before walking into work with a smile. You've mastered the art of falling apart in private. You say yes when you mean no. You apologize for having needs. You shrink yourself so others can be comfortable. And at night, when everyone's asleep, that's when the weight of everything you've been carrying finally hits. But tomorrow, you'll do it all again. Because that's what you do. Let's talk about what's actually happening to your body. Psychologists call this self-silencing. It's the suppression of your own thoughts, feelings, and needs to avoid conflict or maintain relationships. And it's literally killing women. A 2022 study from the University of Pittsburgh found something alarming. Women who strongly agreed with statements like, "I rarely express my anger," were 70% more likely to develop cardiovascular plaque. That's the kind that leads to heart attacks. Another study followed nearly 4,000 people over 10 years. Women who didn't express themselves during conflicts with spouses, they were 4 times more likely to die. 4 times. Self-silencing has also been linked to depression, autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue, and irritable bowel syndrome. Here's why. When you suppress emotions, your body still feels them. Research shows that emotional suppression increases sympathetic nervous system activity. Your heart rate goes up. Your blood pressure rises. Cortisol floods your system. Your body is screaming, but your face says, "I'm fine." This disconnect between what you feel and what you express, it creates chronic stress. And chronic stress destroys your health from the inside out. Now here's the part that changes everything. This isn't a character flaw. This is a survival adaptation. Psychologists call it the fawn response. It's the 4th trauma response alongside fight, flight, and freeze. When fight wasn't safe, when flight wasn't possible, you learned to survive by appeasing, by being good, by being helpful, by being fine. If you grew up in a home where your emotions were too much, where being upset was inconvenient, where your needs came last or not at all, your nervous system learned, my feelings are dangerous. Expressing them means losing love, so you learn to hide. Society also trained you. Women are praised for being selfless, for being chill, for not being dramatic. Culture celebrates women who sacrifice everything and ask for nothing. But those same women, they're exhausted, they're resentful, they're sick. "I'm fine" isn't strength. It's a mask you learn to wear to survive. So let me say this clearly. You are not too much. Your feelings are not an inconvenience. Your needs are not a burden. You are not weak for struggling. You've been carrying impossible weight and making it look effortless. That's not fine. That's extraordinary. But you can't keep carrying it alone. Here's the truth they don't tell you. Expressing your emotions isn't weakness. It's survival. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's self-preservation. Saying "I'm not okay" isn't failing. It's the first step toward healing. You've spent your whole life making others comfortable. What if you made yourself comfortable instead? What if "I'm fine" became "I'm struggling and that's okay"? If you've been hiding behind "I'm fine" your whole life, tell me, what are you really feeling right now? Drop it in the comments. No judgment, just honesty. And if you know a woman who needs to hear this, the one who's always fine, the one who never asks for help, send her this. It's time to stop being fine and start being real. Subscribe for more psychology that actually makes sense. See you next time.